Alright, there's the Cape Hatteras lighthouse. We're camped out here, day 4. Welcome to day 4 of the Trans-America Trail video remake series. We begin day 4 in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. We had just camped at the Cape Hatteras Lighthouse Campground, and we're up and moving now and headed south down to the southern tip of the Outer Banks, where we will catch 2 separate ferries to get our bikes back to the mainland. We got a bit of a late start and we didn't quite hit the ferry schedules like we wanted to, so we ended up getting stuck on Ocracoke Island for a couple hours. So this trip back to the mainland took us a bit longer than we thought it would. We thought it'd be a pretty quick trip to get on the 2 ferries and back to the mainland, but it ended up taking us about a half a day just to get through the ferries and everything and get back on land and get started west. The microphone in my helmet is still not working. The jack came disconnected inside my helmet and I did not realize it until later, so I was just talking away into the helmet and did not get any audio recorded for this day. So it's a little bit quiet. So not a lot of new riding footage today, but we do have this footage of us riding down the Outer Banks and getting the bikes onto the ferry, and we have some new footage of us riding the ferry. But after we got off of the ferry and started through North Carolina, we really didn't have much to record because the rest of the day was mainly just pavement. We really hadn't got into any of the trails or the back roads yet. Now in tomorrow's video, we will be getting into some of the back roads of North Carolina and should have a lot of good riding footage then. Once we got on the ferry, we realized that this was going to be a bit of a slow day. We thought it was going to be a quick crossing, like I said, but once we got on there, we realized that these things move pretty slow, and it's quite a big body of water to cross. So just kind of had to be patient and hang around and wait. Riding gear and a bunch of luggage, heading across the country.
Hungry.
He's hungry. He's tired.
Hungry and thirsty.
He's thirsty. But he's keeping a good attitude.
Right. Good attitude, like hanger.
Yeah. My starter was continuing to act up on me. This is when we were getting off the ferry and the bike would not start. It would hit the button and it would just crank just a little bit and stop. So I just kept hitting the starter button, and finally it fired up. I was pretty nervous that I was going to get stranded on that ferry or have to push it off, but it actually started up finally.
You can convince me that we could just mail home all our camping gear. Stay indoors the rest of the trip. I'd be fine with that.
We camped one night so far, and he's ready to mail the tent home.
And it was even a pretty nice night of camping. Really.
It was an easy night.
It was.
Yeah.
It was perfect.